Okay, guys, example number 3 here says find the value of x. Now, before I get started, and before you get started, what's the important piece of information? This is similar to some problems that we did for homework last night with the triangles. There's an important piece of information that we need in order to solve this one. What is it, Joseph? They have to equal to 360s. I have 4 angles here. I've got this one, I've got this one, I've got this one, and I've got this one. All right? These 4 angles, when I add them up, they have to equal 360. It was in our notes, and we also know from the introduction that if we take a 4-sided figure and we draw a diagonal, we cut it into 2 triangles. So if I add up all those angles, I'm going to get 360 degrees. All right, so that's where that idea comes from. Okay? So now, knowing that, how should I set this thing up, Chris? 2x plus 1, good, plus x, so now I've got this angle and this angle, okay, plus 68, good, now I've got that angle. Now Chris fell into a trap here. He thought, since he doesn't see any other numbers or anything, he was done. But remember, this is a quadrilateral. It's got 4 angles. Exactly. Chris now tells me I've got to have plus 90 here. Guys, there are no numbers, but you have to know that little box means 90 degrees. I got to add it in there. And then that's going to equal 360. Okay, good. Now, Alexander's going to help me simplify this thing. Alexander, what do I do?
What I do first is I take the 3x and the x and I put them together.
All right. So Alexander says, let's combine like terms. I've got 2 x's. And then here I have 1x and I get 3x. So I'm going to put like terms together. All right. And then the next thing I do, Alexander?
I add 1 to 68.
All right. So then we're going to add all the numbers together as soon as my whiteboard lets me. Okay. I'm going to add all the numbers together. And once I do, I think I'm going to get 159 equals 360. Now, where do I go from there, please, Jemba? Minus 159 from both sides. And I'm going to get 3x is equal to, you guys have calculators in front of you. I hope you can tell me, Austin. 201. Good. And where do I go from there, Arjun?
You divide both sides by 3.
Dividing both sides by 3, I get that x is equal to 67. Thank you, gentlemen. So now I know that this angle equals 67. And I know that this angle equals 2 times 67, which is 134, plus 1 is 135. So now I've got all 4 of the angles, 67, 68, 90, and 135. And if I add them together, I'm going to get 360. All right? Good job, gentlemen. Let's get this last example done quick.